Take a look at the stars of When Harry Met Sally, then versus now. Some faces still shine with timeless charm, while others have changed beyond recognition. You've got to see it to believe it. Billy Crystal defined the neurotic rom-com lead as Harry Burns, but his wallet missed out on millions after he famously turned down voicing Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story, a decision he calls his biggest regret. The 9-time Oscar host recently accepted a Critics' Choice Lifetime Achievement Award and voices Mike Wazowski in Monsters at Work. Meg Ryan became America's sweetheart, faking orgasms in Katz's Delicatessen, but her reign crashed after a highly publicized affair with Russell Crowe shattered her innocent image. After retreating from Hollywood to escape the harsh spotlight and burnout, she finally returned in 2023 to direct and star in the rom-com What Happens Later. Carrie Fisher stole scenes as the cynical best friend Marie, though she was simultaneously battling severe bipolar disorder and drug addiction that led to her raw, best-selling memoir, Postcards from the Edge. The legendary Princess Leia continued acting and script doctoring until suffering a cardiac arrest on a transatlantic flight, passing away in 2016. Bruno Kirby played the lovable sidekick Jess, a role that cemented his chemistry with Billy Crystal before a reported on-set feud during the filming of City Slickers permanently ended their friendship. Known for his distinct voice in The Godfather Part 2, Kirby kept his battle with leukemia private until he passed away in 2006. Lisa Jane Persky is remembered as the deadpan friend Alice, but she eventually swapped movie scripts for camera lenses. Leaving the acting grind behind to escape the industry's pressure, she reinvented herself as a respected photographer and journalist, with her work appearing in major publications rather than chasing box office numbers. Stephen Ford, who played Sally's ex-boyfriend Joe, holds the unique distinction of being the biological son of U.S. President Gerald Ford. He overcame a public battle with alcoholism in the early 90s to become a motivational speaker on recovery and currently serves on the board of the Gerald R. Ford Foundation. Harley Jane Kozak played Harry's ex-wife Helen before fighting giant spiders in Arachnophobia, but she walked away from screen fame to focus entirely on plotting murders. She is now an acclaimed mystery novelist who has won the prestigious Agatha Award, successfully trading Hollywood sets for full-time literary success. Michelle Nicastro had a memorable turn as the high-maintenance date Amanda, and later gained cult fame voicing Princess Odette in the Swan Princess animation series. Her career was tragically cut short by a decade-long battle with breast and brain cancer, and she passed away in 2010. Estelle Reiner delivered the film's most iconic line, "I'll have what she's having," while being directed by her own son, Rob Reiner. She actually launched a jazz singing career in her 60s, recording 7 albums and performing in cabaret clubs until shortly before she passed away in 2008. Tracy Reiner appeared as Harry's date Emily, leveraging her status as director, Rob Reiner's stepdaughter, and Penny Marshall's daughter. She found her own cult following as Betty Spaghetti in A League of Their Own, and continues to work in film development and production within the family legacy. Frank Luce played the uninteresting date Julian, a character trait that unfortunately mirrored his low-key career trajectory compared to his A-list co-stars. While he appeared in Star Trek, The Next Generation, and the horror flick Ghost Town, he largely faded from major screen roles by the late 90s. Kyle T. Hefner played the kindly Gary, adding to a resume that includes a memorable supporting role in Runaway Train and Flashdance. He remains a working actor today, popping up in minor TV roles and short films like The Offer, rather than chasing A-list status. Gretchen Palmer caught eyes as the attractive stewardess, a role that followed her breakout in Hollywood Shuffle. She transitioned from acting to working behind the scenes, recently producing the series The A-List, while maintaining a low profile outside of occasional industry events to focus on her family. Robert Allen Boyth had a blink-and-you-miss-it moment as the man on the aisle, a typical gig for this journeyman character actor. He spent decades doing guest spots on shows like Malcolm in the Middle before shifting his focus toward acting coaching and theater education in Los Angeles. Catherine Squire brought extensive Broadway experience to her brief role as an elderly interviewee discussing arranged marriages. She was a founding member of the prestigious Theater 11 in New York, but passed away in 1995, just a few years after the film's massive success. Al Christie charmed audiences in the documentary segments with his story about riding the roller coaster of marriage. Primarily known as a local Kansas City talent and broadcaster rather than a Hollywood regular, he passed away in 1995, shortly after gaining this slice of cinematic immortality.